Hello, everyone. This is Own Wall Street with thetradersperspective.com doing my weekend edition of my bi weekly video analysis for you. Before you have natural gas futures, before I do get into my video, I do encourage you to check out the playlist section of my channel. I went ahead and organized all the videos so that you had each commodity or currency that I am doing my analyses on organized so that you had everything in one section so that if you wanted to go ahead and look back, if you're a specialty trader on natural gas or if you're looking at strictly just gold or the US dollar, oil, etc., please go ahead and check them out. They're there for your viewing pleasure and convenience so that it's all organized into one area. Just wanted to get that out of the way before went ahead and jumped into my analysis for natural gas. So I'm looking at the weekly time frame, which you see above right in here in front of you, and you can see that this weekly uptrend line here is a key level that we actually have touched and bounced off of. So looking at the week upcoming, I would say that I expect that we'll see higher prices for natural gas. I think that we'll be heading above this resistance line here. So dropping down to the hourly time frame, it's a little bit easier to see. So you can see here on the hourly time frame, price, we had a gap down here from around 303 below 3 all the way down to, this 280.85 mark. And so this candle right here actually says a lot. So we have support confirmed violently by the bulls that came in. Everybody was looking to load there, and we actually got off a trade there in the low 280s as well. Obviously, we're trading you guys, so you guys ETF, we got in pretty low. So it's pretty good right now. We were looking for a little bit more out of it. Stop losses are in locked in profit, so it should be good to go for the upcoming week, regardless of what happens, unless we have a massive gap to the downside. But of course, I don't see that happening. So hopefully things work out. Always have a little bit of firepower left on the side as far as cash is concerned, just in case you need to average down or make adjustments as you go. So anyway, now that I'm done my ramble, you can see that we've been consolidating in this area here and right around this 50 period simple moving average on the hourly time frame, and still respecting this downtrend line here that I mentioned earlier. And again, the 200 is sloping downwards here nicely. So now I would look for prices to generally hold this area here. Definitely, obviously, this 285 level, but first and foremost, if we're going to be making any type of higher highs, we want to make sure that we hold support around this 2.91 level right near this 50, and that we continue to hold this 50 as the support heading upwards into next week, and then closing this gap here. So that's personally what I'm looking for. You can see this gap right here between this two sections. So that's the levels I'll be watching for. So on the top end, we'll be looking at prices at around 303 to close this gap. Um, the initial breakout will occur at around this 2.96 2.962 level, 965 level. So you're going to be looking at this candle here, and then this candle wick here, and then if we happen to break above that, then we should have a nice straight shot up here to this 3 level. If we break above this level, then we'll be heading up higher to continue to close the gap. I do expect that to happen. I don't really see any reason for natural gas not to bounce with a little bit of ferocity off this lower major weekly uptrend line. So, with the grand scheme of things, we have broken out of this downtrend line here, and looking further to the right, you would expect, since I have a buy signal generated here, and this is the level to watch for as support. If these levels hold and this pattern holds true as I'm thinking, then we're going to have a nice break to the upside here. So if this level right in here holds, or wherever that 50 is on that hourly, just guessing around 2.9 or so, I think I mentioned earlier, then you'd want to see price come up, test, and then break out, and then probably test again, and then break higher, maybe relax a little bit more, and then continue to close this gap so that we have this area closed. But But beyond that, I don't really see natural gas prices going too much higher than that. Energy in general just seems weak. Looking at oil, did that video analysis for you guys. You can see that there's definitely some more downside expected. But as far as near term for natural gas, I would expect that we do at least come up, close this gap here, and then maybe on an extension head up to this 3.078 level. But again, that's way in the future. I'll definitely give you my Wednesday video update between now and then I'll have a better idea of where things are heading. But for right now, I do say that natural gas should bounce with a little bit of an urgency to at least close this gap here. If anything, we'll see a little bit of a gap close here. Just wait for my charts here to load. And again, you can see this is the main key. If we break this 4-hour downtrend line here, I expect that it's going to be a little bit of a battle, but then we'll break out around here. We'll test it, come back up, test this midway mark here at around 3. That'll be a little bit of a resistance, gain support here near this candle wick at around 2.982, and then we'll see a blast a little bit further up here. So beyond that, it would take a lot for us to get up to about 3.072. But at this point in time, I just want to say that that's what I'm looking at as far as a trade on natural gas, just to see this kind of play out accordingly, respecting this uptrend line, and making some money on the way up, and then we'll have to see where it goes. Maybe hop into DJAS for a little bit of a reversal. But I'll give you an update on Wednesday evening. I'm on Wall Street. This has been a presentation of thetradersperspective.com. Thank you all so much for subscribing and watching. Leave any comments that you want below, and if you have any topics for discussion, I encourage you to just please either email me or leave them in the comment section below, and I'll be more than happy to do a Sunday edition of What's on Your Mind as a Trader or a New Investor. Thank you again. Have a wonderful weekend.